A woman who shares a child with Member of Parliament for East Kingston and Port Royal, Philip Paulwell, is in custody in connection with... Now to the details. A woman who shares a child with Member of Parliament for East Kingston and Port Royal, Philip Paulwell, is in custody in connection with the disappearance of Paulwell's 10-month-old daughter and her mother. The woman, who was transferred from the Halfway Tree Police Station in St. Andrew last night, is the prime suspect in the disappearance of 27-year-old Tashina Patterson and her daughter Saraya Paulwell. The mother and the child were last seen at their Gilmore Drive, Kingston 20 home on the morning of September 9. The prime suspect, who also shares a child with Mr. Paulwell, is this morning at an all-female facility. This was confirmed by the head of the St. Andrews Central Police, Senior Superintendent Marlon Nesbeth. SSP Nesbeth told Nationwide News Thursday night that the woman will be interrogated this morning. He says, based on the material the police have gathered so far, charges could be laid against the woman as soon as this afternoon. SSP Nesbeth also confirmed that other suspects are being questioned. Nationwide News sources have also indicated that the police have detained 2 men and have been questioning them for some time in their investigations. It's also understood that they're hunting a 3rd man who may be able to assist them in determining the whereabouts of Miss Patterson and Saraya. The female suspect contacted her attorney last night. Her attorney was expected to arrive at the Halfway Tree Police Station, where investigators would start the interrogation process. But the interrogation exercise was postponed until Friday. Mayor of Kingston, Delroy Williams, says the decision to shut down Crab Circle was not a knee-jerk reaction to the viral video showing a vendor carrying out an unsanitary practice. The health department ordered an immediate closure of the area on Thursday after the vendor was seen wiping her bum after defecating inside a stall at the popular string of roadside food shacks. Mayor Williams says the act was one of several incidents. He says the vendors will receive further training regarding the proper handling of food.
I haven't been briefed fully by the town clerk on this conversation with them as yet, but other concerns would be here. There are other areas of concern that the public health believes that would warrant a closure, because the public health department would have been visiting, and there are several things that have to be put in place. And the training is important, and the vendors there have to accept further training and to understand that the food handling requires certain practices. And obviously, in that instance, that was way out.
Vendors at Crab Circle are known for their tasty offerings of soup, roast corn, roast yam, saltfish, jerk chicken, and boiled crab. Mayor Williams says that the time to review and reopen Crab Circle could take months.
I really don't want to give a timeline without having some further discussion with the officers at the municipality and the public health.
Could it be months?
It could be. The facilities have to be upgraded.
Delroy Williams, Mayor of Kingston, speaking on Nationwide at 5 on Thursday. Meanwhile, Mayor Williams admits that it may be difficult to install a restroom in the area.
With a restroom,
yes.
I would say at this point that was under consideration. A little difficult, but there are some persons who use their own. There is the school there that they used to use at one point in time. But I would say for a sanitary convenience facility, rather doubting that can be put there.
Delroy Williams, the Mayor of Kingston, and the vendor at the center of the shocking public health breach at Crab Circle, Alice Wall, says that she came down with a sudden case of diarrhea after consuming a drink on an empty stomach. She explains that whenever she has to relieve herself, she walks about 10 minutes to use a restroom at the home of a family member.
Don't a minute, don't a stretcher's land.
If you were to walk, how long would it take you to walk to get there?
About 10 minutes.
So on a normal day when you feel like you want to use the bathroom, you have to walk 10 minutes to go and use it?
Yeah, and to me, I will walk for a minute, hurt me.
Alice Waugh, she was speaking on Nationwide at 5 on Thursday.
I feel now, I don't even know how I feel right now. Honestly to God. I don't even know how I feel right now. The video was sent to me. The video was sent to me. And when I saw it, honestly, it was so disgruntled. Honestly, I came out here yesterday, and I addressed each and every one. You understand? And I asked, what is this and how this reached so far? But them say, them have a saying for say, the good have to suffer for the bad. So one bad apple spoil the whole entire bunch. They said that we have some things to get in place, in order. And as soon as we get those stuff in order, I can contact them and they will come. No, I will contact them and they will schedule a meeting for me to come and show the necessaries that they ask for.
We'll have somewhere to
honestly speaking, you see my relocation is in my bed. It's in my bed, I tell you the honest truth, in my bed. That is where my relocation is going to be. I don't know, I can't talk to anybody else. They have to talk for themselves, but I know everybody cut up over the situation because guess what? We have kids going to school. Others have rent to pay. We have loans to pay. You have people go out of them way, got trouble with them, not for trouble. And the bills have to still pay. So how that going to work out?
Were you on the scene when this happened? Did you see the accident?
No, I hear that the bus just turned over and then now we just come out of the line and just start go up there, go up. Then we just come out, run from my foot and go up there.
You ran up, so you ran to where?
Right, with the accident and then now. I tell the police, I say, now go down there. And they say no, so I say no, I have go down there. So the one next bus driver join together. I will just go down there and start.
How did you get down there? Did you tie up?
No, just normal go down, just normal go down. The place difficult still, but and terrible, but you just take a time and just go on. You see me?
About how much feet you think the bus fell?
Well, I don't really know about feet, I don't even know about feet, but I'm far down you go.
Far down.
Right from top to the last bottom.
What did you see when you went down there?
Schoolers, them were trying to get out and we try to help out some of them.
Yes.
Send them through the bush and thing. And then now, driver come on scene and sad moment, and if we just start at the school here and thing,
Only two persons were there at the time, you and another driver.
Yeah, and the next man was coming down as well.
Do you know the driver who was in the accident?
Yes, I know the driver, but I don't really know his name that much. But I know the driver well. I know the driver well, but I do not know his name.
Okay. Do you know if the driver survived?
Yes, man. Yes, he probably have to look on the bus, but I don't find any more. Because the bus have flipped, so maybe they can't fly out. Or bad and traumatized. Because them friends, so bad and traumatized. Yeah, it's drop like in a stone here, so rotten wood and stuff. But I don't like whole heap of tree, but you cannot like open, but a whole heap of big stone is there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I understand that a truck went
before.
down that same
Couple months, about a month. Right,
ago?
you're right. About a month ago.
So is it that there's no backing?
You're right. You see, listen, and as I can say again now, you need wall there. Big wall. Because after the truck go over there, then take out the truck this Saturday, there was a crane that dropped over there after they sent for the next crane. The road needs to fix. 100% the road needs to fix.
So it's very dangerous.
It's very dangerous. Come here, tell you, I'm a taxi driver, 26 years I'm operating on this road. 26 years I'm operating on this road, and this is the problem they have in Paulwell. If rain fall, something wrong. So the place need to clear up and cut, even try to cut the corner up some more. So we're asking please now, because we don't want no more life taking our any more disaster like this.
Head of the JCF's Public Safety and Traffic Enforcement Branch, ACP Gary McKenzie, says a woman has succumbed to injuries she sustained in an accident in St. James on Thursday. It's understood the bus transporting several passengers, including children, plunged over a precipice.
The information that we have is that a Toyota Coaster motor truck was en route along the Long Hill Main Road heading towards Montego Bay. When it approached a right-hand corner, the road at the time was wet. We understand that rain was falling. Unfortunately, the corner was not properly negotiated and the vehicle went over into the ravine, maybe about 25 meters down. As a result of that, there were some injuries to persons, to include the driver and students. We understand that 7 persons were taken to the hospital. Unfortunately, I learned that a female has passed. What I hear is that it is a female passenger, not a student.
ACP Mackenzie says that the area is a known hotspot for crashes.
It is a hotspot. We have had several crashes there. In fact, 2 weeks ago we had one there. And we have had a death there as well. It could be the slippery nature of the road because the road is slippery when it is wet. It is not one of those roads with a high percentage of bitumen. It is one of those shiny type of roads. There is a lot of friction on roads such as this.
ACP Gary McKenzie, head of the JCF's Public Safety and Traffic Enforcement Branch. He provided the update on Nationwide at 5 on Thursday. Meanwhile, the number of Jamaicans who've been killed as a result of road crashes has surpassed the 300 mark. According to the Road Safety Unit, RSU's latest crash update, 305 Jamaicans have been killed. There have been 284 fatal crashes so far across the island. According to the RSU, the top 3 categories with the highest number of fatalities were motorcyclists, pedestrians, and private motorcar drivers. The RSU says that the parishes of St. Andrews, St. Catherine, and Westmoreland accounted for the highest number of fatalities to date. The unit noted that the main cause of road fatalities was proceeding at excessive speed with no regard for road conditions. For the first 10 months of this year, road fatalities decreased by 16% compared to 2022, while fatal crashes fell by 10%. The RSU. Now, a man who the police have dubbed a serial shooter has been slapped with multiple charges, including murder for several incidents between December 2022 and July 2023 in Clarendon and Manchester. He has been identified as a 21-year-old construction worker DeAndre Grant. Mahira Stewart reports.
Grant has been charged with 2 counts of murder, 2 counts of conspiracy to commit murder, 2 counts of wounding with intent, and shooting with intent. He's also charged with 4 counts of unauthorized possession of a prohibited weapon, 6 counts of using a firearm to commit a felony, and 5 counts of unauthorized possession of ammunition. The Manchester police report that Grant's first shooting victim was 21-year-old Soniel Mochette of Comfort District. Mochette was shot dead in Kendall District on December 8, 2022. Grant's second victim, Novlin Matthews, was reportedly shot and killed on Friday, March 3, 2023. Matthews and another man were reportedly walking along the roadway when they were pounced upon by Grant and 3 other armed men. Grant and his cronies reportedly opened fire, shooting Matthews and the other man multiple times before escaping the area. Grant struck again at a plaza in Mandeville on Monday, March 6, where it's reported that 2 security guards were attacked by 3 men, one of whom was armed with a handgun. The attackers restrained the security guards and demanded money. When their demands were not met, a tussle ensued, and the attackers fled after the armed man opened gunfire. Grant's last victim was shot and injured on Monday, July 31, 2023, at his home in the Toffee Grove district, also in Manchester. According to the man, he was at home when Grant shot him several times. The police report that an August 2 operation led to Grant's arrest in Westmoreland. He was later handed over to the Manchester police, who slapped him with several charges on October 4. Mahiri Stewart,